Hello everybody and welcome back to the bright blue room. Every time that comes on, that is just super duper bright. How's everybody doing out there tonight? We're back here in the gameplay Fowl writers room. Continuing on, I had a frog in my throat there, sorry. Continuing on with our Harvest Moon Back to Nature stream. There were announcements I was supposed to make, but then I forgot what they were. So we're just going to hop on to the PlayStation 1 because we got a lot of work to do on this farm. So I'm going to go turn that on and then we'll get things underway. So give me a second. Yeah! Uh-oh. I don't know where I put my headset. I guess we'll just keep the music turned down some, because I don't know what I did with the headphones I typically use. Welcome back, Soul! We're getting ready to continue on our farm here. By the way, that Echo the Dolphin episode should be dropping next week. I wanted to have it out like in the next couple of days, but it's not looking like that's going to happen. But it'll definitely be out by next week. I shouldn't say that. I'm probably going to jinx it now. But everything's going smoothly, so I should be able to get it out by next week. I'm really, really excited for this one. Although I get excited for all of them, so I don't know if that really means anything. But yeah, so that one's coming. And then I already have the next episode filmed, so that'll hopefully come quickly as well. But we're continuing on here with our farm. What the heck's going on over there? By the way, I pulled the plug on the Twitch streams. There weren't really any. Honestly, there was nobody watching the Twitch streams for Harvest Moon. So I think I've been able to, by ditching the Twitch stuff, I think that will increase the or decrease the latency on this. So there won't be as much of that delay because it's not trying to simulcast anymore. Also random, but happy World Orca Day. Oh, there should be an orca emoji. There's a dolphin one. We can't get an orca one? Well, happy Orca Day nonetheless. So yeah, Twitch is... And honestly, I probably shouldn't have been using Twitch anyway, because I haven't grown the YouTube channel enough to the point where I should be streaming on two separate platforms at once. I really should have just been doing YouTube all along. But now it's official now. The only chat is just the YouTube one now, so I won't have to, try to balance between the two. So that's good news. Oh, it's going to rain tomorrow. There was something else, too. I'm off now because there was something I was supposed to say, and I forgot instantly. So, today's going to be a little bit off because I'm going to be worrying about whatever that thing is I was supposed to announce that I can't remember. So, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. The other thing is, and this is not the thing I was going to talk about, but this is other information. I am officially going to play a bunch of this off stream, because this is now the 7th part of this Harvest Moon Back to Nature stream, and we have not even made it out of year 1 yet. What is all this stuff I have in my bag? What have I been doing? I just saw that I have that. Apparently, it's Shark Day as well, the best of both worlds. Why would they make them share a day like that? Each should get its own day. They're equally important. I'm teaching a nature writing course now too, so like, I wish I had known that it was World Orca Day before teaching that class today. I would have brought that up. I suppose it was my duty as the professor to just know that though. But I didn't. I didn't know that. Oops. Gotta love that I have this gold watering can. It's making my life so much easier. Yeah. But yeah, I'm gonna capture the footage for a bunch of this off stream so that we can move this ahead quickly. Mostly because pretty soon I'm gonna start filming the Halloween special, and I'm gonna need the footage of this episode shortly thereafter so that I can start filming this episode. So we gotta get this thing over with. Alright, now let's go take care of my chickens. Where are they at? Oh, of course. Now my bag is full of stuff. Alright, let's empty this bag out a little bit. It's a little bit better. I was saving, I got a truffle on the last stream. I got a truffle that I want to give to Karen. This is the one downside to this fence. It's like that'll happen. So I gotta get the fence posts out of the way so I can pick up the stupid egg. Get out of my way! Alright, this egg is just not happening. This is one of the tricky things about this game, is knowing where to position. Screw him. Screw him. You know what? Screw him. I can't pick up that egg. I can't figure out where to stand to pick it up. This is a problem that I've always had with this game. Is I never, ever, ever know where exactly to stand to pick up the eggs. See, like, I'm not going to get that. So that's going to sit there forever now. But I don't know. I can't get it. Late, but nature writing? Yeah. I'm teaching a nature writing course now. I get to teach a lot of cool courses. And that is just one of them. Alright, now that it's 2 p.m., I just spent the whole day trying to pick up that stupid egg. So now my whole day is wasted. And so now, like, that's not even an exaggeration. I just wasted the whole day trying to pick up that stupid egg. This is one giant drawback of this game, is when it comes to picking up those eggs, they're so small, and you walk on like a grid. It's not like real 3D. Like, I can face this way, I can face this way, I can face this way, I can face this way. There's only those 4 directions, and there's no in between. So getting to like very little objects to pick up can be super difficult. Yes. Oh yeah, that's right. I did. I got her up to the green heart in a previous stream. My parents fight at the drop of a hat, but my mother does most of the yelling. That's right, we learned that in the last stream. Then they suddenly make up. It's silly. At least they don't stay mad at each other. I didn't even get to like take care of my dog today because I was too busy trying to pick up this stupid egg. The dog has an easier time peeing on the TV than the player when it comes to picking up eggs. I know, it's probably where my dog is right now. He's in the multiverse peeing on somebody's TV. Meanwhile, I'm over here just trying to like position my character to pick up an egg. Get in there. I'm trying to find a way to segue Echo the Dolphin into the lessons in the nature writing course. I'll find it. I'll figure out a way. I always find a way to like work in cool shit into my lesson plans. So I will find a way to get Echo the Dolphin in there. I found myself, this was random, I found myself missing Defender of the Future the other day. Like, no, that game, I should not be yearning for that game. It pissed me off. But now I'm like, alright, I guess we have to finish it now, because I like, just randomly the other day I was like, oh man, that game was so much fun. And then I had to think about the hatchery to remind myself that it's not always fun. But we are gonna wrap this up relatively. It's not gonna be like super soon, but we will wrap this up sooner now that I'm gonna be playing it off stream. So we'll be able to then go and finish off Defender of the Future. But I'm a little bit selfish because I do just want to play more of this. That is actually like a big motivating factor that like I get off the stream and then I'm like, I just want to play more. Echo is perfect as an example of not doing the trope of and the man comes in and destroys everything in Dolphin stories. That's true. I mean, it's true in all of them, but Defender of the Future, there's like that one timeline where man does come in and destroy everything, but there are multiple timelines there, so it doesn't happen in every one of them. Sometimes it's the dolphins that come in and destroy everything. What are you doing here? I'm coming to say hello, man. You know what? I'm going to give you a present. No, I'm going to give you this. This would actually be a good game to reference in my nature writing class. One of the things I love about Harvest Moon is that they don't slaughter the animals. All of the animals are just used for their like byproducts, like milk and the like sheep's wool and chicken eggs. That's it. We don't kill them at all. Nobody's going around eating animals in this game. That's why Cooper loves the Harvest Moon series. Because in the Harvest Moon universe, people don't eat animals. I seldom go out because I'm frail. Lilia, I think is her name. Feel bad for her. They imply that she's like really, like she either has cancer or she has some kind of terminal illness, and her husband like left to go find a cure. I don't think it's ever really explained what her illness is, but it's something terminal that could cause her to die. Now, let's see if we can find my dog. There he is. Hey, buddy. Where's his ball? Go get it, buddy. I'll take the produce that's in the bin. Okay, I got it. Alright, let's bring the animals in. This day was pretty wasted. When you spend the whole day just trying to pick up an egg. Don't you go peeing on my TV. Now, let's put the chickens in. See that mess? See how I had to mess up my fence? Oh, I gotta feed them. But the fence got all messed up because of that stupid egg. And I threw the chicken feed in between, so it died. Oh yeah, my brain is off today. I can't think of words. That illness is the writer's carnage syndrome, a deadly disease that kills many characters. Yeah, it's one of those tropes. The sickly mother, and she's gonna die. So the kids gotta take care of the farm while dad's away. Not being around to be a dad because he's too worried about finding the cure for mom. It's a whole ass trope. Alright, that fence is all kinds of messed up now. I don't think I'm going to bother trying to fix it because it's been useless this whole time. I have to reposition everything because the fence is not going to work the way I have it. So there's like a bunch I have to do to fix it. But I do want to at least plug it up so that nothing can get in there. That egg is going to sit there forever because there's no way unless I like get all of these fence posts out of the way. You see this? I can't get it. I cannot pick it up. Oh my god, we got it. We got the stupid egg. Took me all night to do it, but I guess I eventually got it. I was ready to just leave it. I was like, I got 3 chickens now. I don't need that one egg. Alright. I already checked the weather, but just to be sure, yep. Rain. Okay. And here we go. Ooh, I got something in my eye. Okay. Come on. I do not miss how slow games used to be. Like, saving in between each day is actually like... That's a good minute-long process. Whereas nowadays in, like, the new Story of Seasons games, when you go to sleep, it's, like, instantaneous. He wakes up the next day, and it auto-saved for you. Alright, at least we got sun tomorrow. Any festivals coming up? Yeah, something tomorrow. Hey Jamie, welcome back. Tomorrow is the Harvest Festival. Okay. You can stay there. What's up, Thomas? Hello, Cooper. The villagers are getting together tomorrow for the Harvest Festival at 10 a.m. Everyone brings ingredients, and we cook up in a big pot of food. Please bring something delicious to add to the hot pot. See you tomorrow. What is Gulf World? Ooh, what is this? Oh, are these my green peppers? Oh, yeah, I think I'm going to bring some green peppers tomorrow. Hey, D-Media, welcome back. We are still in fall of year 1. I don't know why I am holding on to those flowers. But what is Gulf World, Jamie? Tell us what it is. I guess I'm gonna give out those flowers just so I can get them out of my bag. Look at all of these peppers. Make a lot of money today. Got a mood ring. That's cool. If I remember correctly, Karen bring... Oh, I think she puts alcohol. I think Karen's ingredient in the hot pot is alcohol, and she ruins it for everyone. I think she does something like that. She puts something in it that ends up making it really gross. Oh, I don't think this is going to work because I don't think... I'm going to try it, but I don't think the Harvest Goddess comes out on rainy days. Nope. It's a place where you get to swim with dolphins, sea lions. That's super cool. Today is National Orca Day. Soul just let us all know that. And I find that to be very exciting. I'm going to hold on to that pepper, because that's what I'm going to use as my ingredient. But we can sell these carrots. They actually cut off the barbs on the stingrays to prevent them from stinging you. That's good! Because you don't want to end up like Steve Irwin. Fun fact, Gulf World is one of the 2 places in America that keeps rough-toothed dolphins. Interesting. That is a fun fact. Whew. Too many plants to harvest today. I guess I should get that basket. What do I have for money? Might be time to buy a sheep. They get excited to see people. feel like dolphins like people when we're not assholes to them. But, you know, that's true of most animals. Except for, like, moose. Moose don't like people at all. Period. Oops. I wanted to sell that. I guess I could hold on to a carrot. I got too much stuff in my bag. Alright, finally. There we go. And they get trained and fed. As most dolphins in captivity do. Alright. Wow, it's late in the day. Wow. That was not intentional. Oh my god, we wasted most of the day just trying to like harvest all of my crops. But at least we'll make a lot of money today. Stupid eggs. Did I get all 3 eggs? But the fish that look like catfish and the fish that looks like a piranha but actually cleaner fish, so that means that they clean the tank like the scrap. Hey, welcome back, Rico. How's it going? We're doing pretty well here. Still in fall of year 1. Let's put down our chicken feed. Now my bag is full of stuff. So I'm gonna go around and like hand out some gifts. Look at this mess. Oh, my cow! I forgot about the cow yesterday! Oh no! I totally forgot I had a cow. Totally forgot. I just forgot the cow existed. That's not good. I'm hoping Mulina isn't all that upset that I forgot about him. Sorry. I'm super sorry. Oh no. You look more fresh. More cool looking. Oh, thank you. I think that's a compliment. Ooh. Yeah, I totally forgot about the cow. Uh-oh, where's my horse? Didn't I guess I forgot to put the horse in last night. Get over here. Well, I'm not really going to worry about the horse right now. Because I need to, like, go visit Karen and give her her daily present and also stuff. So that cow, or the horse rather, is just gonna be outside in the rain today. This is why I normally keep the horse indoors until I can ride him. Because I'm not gonna find that horse. You know what? I'm gonna give you something. Here, you can have this. Shop is closed, but I'm in good with the family. I think it was... Oh, well, Jeff was behind the counter, so it might have still been open. But either way, I can go in because I'm in good with the family. So I tend to be able to go inside no matter what. Unless there's no one there. Give this to Karen. I'll get her a truffle tomorrow. You already close enough with Karen's family? Yeah. I get in good with the family early on so that I can quickly get up to that blue feather event. But I might be moving a little too fast for that because I haven't even started upgrading my house yet. You know what? No, that's good. I was like, maybe I could give him a present, but then, nah. Let's just pop in here and say hello. Watching Dogma. I love Dogma. It's hard to find, though, because of the, weird licensing issues with Dogma. Don't drink too much. I haven't. People who don't drink at all are so boring. I don't know that I agree with that, but that is a funny statement. What's happening here? Oh, what's going on here? Here you go, one lunch special. I didn't order this. It's on me, but can I ask you something? I've always been curious. Why have you been staying here for so long? It's kind of a rude question. I don't know what Dogman is. It was way cooler when I thought you were watching Dogma. It's on me, but can I... Oh, yeah, why have you been here so long, Cliff, you weirdo? What? That is a rude question. Oh, I wasn't supposed to ask that question, right? I'm sorry. I have to wash the dishes. See ya. Yeah, that was like the rudest thing ever. She's like, hey, I made you this food and all, but why are you still here? And then when he's like, what? She's like, oh, I wasn't supposed to ask that. Gotta go, bye. It's too late for lunch. Why is it not dinner? Yeah, I don't know. Why didn't they pre-program dialogue? That's why. Well, Jamie corrected Dogman to the better movie. Dogma is very good. Although, might be too young to watch that. Thank you, just the lunch special, right? Yes. She's a good kid. You guys are the same age. What do you mean she's a good kid? Unless they're implying that all the girls in town are actually children, which would be really weird. Oh, we have vacancies, but I can't believe that's what you want. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Cliff, just pretend to be cool in front of Andrew. What does his hat say? Uma? Yeah, he was just trying to be cool. No shit's all red alert. That is kind of alarming. Are they implying that all the girls in town are actually children, and then all the male marriage candidates are actually full-grown adults? I don't think so, but That one line of dialogue from Cliff did make it seem that way. Oh, Jamie, you need more than just a camera and a microphone to stream. Alright, I'm going to make one more attempt to find this horse. I don't want him getting sick because I left him out in the rain. But if he doesn't... There we go. Come on. Up here. Over here. Get over here, horse. Go in there. Go inside. Okay. Are they hooves? I think we're going to buy a sheep. We might be at that point now where add a sheep to the repertoire. Ooh, let's see how much money we made today. Let's see. Yeah, I think it's time we get a sheep. I think that's probably the next thing we should do. Bah. Yeah. I think it's probably time for a sheep. I'm trying to decide if I want a sheep or if I want to start upgrading the house. We'll see. We'll see. I'll probably do the sheep next, though. I already checked the weather, so let's just go to bed. Ugh. Oh, my back. So, the other day I was, like putting together thumbnail templates for, future seasons of Gameplay Fowl, just to, like, get an idea of, like, what, future seasons are going to look like. And there was a point where I was worried that I would run out of games that would work well for the show. And it is quite the opposite. I will never run out. Like, there are enough games that would work well into this show that I would die before I could get through them all. There's just that many. So that is no longer a concern of mine. There are plenty. Oh, it's going to rain again tomorrow? I actually kind of like the rainy season because then I don't have to water my crops as much. Yep, I didn't want that. I want the dog. Go outside. I'll throw you the ball later. That's a lot of cats. Gotta love having this gold watering can. It makes life so much easier. In the newer games, you can buy sprinklers. Wait a minute, I don't have to water that, do I? Oh yeah, I guess I still do. Yeah, in the newer games, you can buy sprinklers, so you don't have to actually, like, manually water anything. You just have the sprinkler, auto water. I have never said that word before in my life. Auto water. That's what the sprinklers do. They auto water. Holding on to that green pepper. These sweet potatoes, they make a lot of money. You go in there. I've been abusing the heck out of the harvest sprites on last Story of Seas. I love that. I like that they added the feature in that where you can like do mini games with them to get them better. But I did the same thing. I like abused the hell out of them. Like, no, I need all of the harvest sprites to do all of the things. But you can just get a sprinkler and it'll like do the watering for you. But I was like, nah, harvest sprites. Wait. There we go. Did I run out of water? Oh no, I already got that. Those harvest sprites are gonna start a union. They really should. They should unionize. I know I have to do more with my animals, but you know, I gotta get to the festival. So I'll just have to take care of the animals after. They need a harvest sprite union. They are definitely an exploited labor force. I need my orange juice. Ever since 2020, I've started drinking a ton of orange juice because I became deathly afraid of getting COVID, so I always have like tons of vitamin C sources all around. Hey, Care Bear. Hi, look what I brought. Jam! I think it will add a mellow flavor. So she brings jam. Oh, she drops the jar in. That's what it is. When she goes to put in her jam, she drops the whole jar in. Because she's terrible at cooking. I guess I won't have to cook dinner today. Just take leftover ingredients for hot pot at home. Sure. Exploited my butt. Flour costs $50. And there's 7 of those little guys, plus they get... If you're giving them something, then they're not exploited. Like, if you're giving them flour, they're not exploited. That flour costs a lot of money. It's when, like what I've been doing, where I just have them come work for me and I don't give them anything. That's exploiting them. I give them a thank you. Thanks, little guy. I don't even remember your name. I just call you the red one. I brought lots of herbs I gathered in the mountain. So that word that I just pronounced incorrectly, I'm more of a fruit punch fanatic. Herbs, I just learned the etymology of the word herb, and it is actually pronounced without, it's like a silent H. It came over from France, and the original spelling doesn't have an H. There, she's making the alien face. See, if she does that, she looks like an alien. So I just learned that. I have to keep an eye on Karen. She put chocolate in the pot last year. That's just because... Okay. I get it. It sounds weird because it's supposed to be like a savory dish. But you can add chocolate to savory dishes and have it taste good. It's not necessarily a bad thing. I like hot pot. If you drink the broth too, you get all sorts of nutrients. I'll have to take some back for Grandma. I bet that's true. Okay, everybody, don't touch. Hey, don't add that in there yet. Oh no, why is there fish in here? Alright, now I don't want it. What are you up to over here, you weirdo? Oh, this brings back memories. A long time ago, I used to make big pots of soup and pass it out to the villagers. Okay, that's actually really nice. That's not weird at all. Let it rest, Dad! The taste will be the same after everything gets mixed together. I'm going to eat a lot today. As we all are, Gray. Oh, this looks delicious. I live alone, so it's wonderful to eat with so many people. The H on its own is one of the most pointless letters in the Spanish language. Well, I learned that the reason in England they'll pronounce it herb is actually because, like, somewhere along the line, like, because it never had that H on it, but somewhere in time, the English decided that it sounded like more sophisticated and higher class if they pronounced, like, they over enunciated the word by adding an H sound to it by going herb. That to them made them sound more like posh. So that's the only reason why it even has that. This looks delicious. I live alone, so it's wonderful to eat with so many people. Rick and I brought a lot of boiled eggs. Adding eggs to the mix could be good. Everybody just threw everything in without my knowing. Oh, Dad, you put in way too many herbs. After I just said that's not how you pronounce it. Oh, hello, Cooper. Did you bring something good for the hot pot? You run... Oh, my God. She's the one who just keeps talking. All right. I got something. Hello, Cooper. Did you bring something for the hot pot? Yes, I did. Good. Put it in the pot. I think we'll go with the pepper. Yeah, we'll go with the pepper. Why am I not surprised? So many things in the English language are just dumb. Yes. Yes. As an English professor, let me tell you, well, literature in English. I teach all kinds of literature, English, writing stuff. But as an English professor, I will tell you that I am constantly having to, like, explain some of the stupid rules about the English language. Like, a lot of times, like, words or pronunciations or exceptions to words are made for the dumbest of reasons. Just because somebody was like, it sounds better. I don't like the way those people pronounce it, so we're going to pronounce it like this. There are a lot of words that end up the way they are because of that reasoning. Now that I've got some energy, maybe I should go hike the mountain. We're going to talk to them all again, but I'm not reading all of that out loud. We do want to know what Karen has to say. I dropped the jam bottle in there, but I took it out before anyone noticed. Okay. I think it... Is it in Friends of Mineral Town where she doesn't take it out? And it, like, ruins the whole pot for everybody? That was good. There's nothing strange in there this time, except for Karen's jam bottle. Hot pot is best when lots of people share. Gotta... Oop, nope, I don't want to talk to you again. Like those words that have the same spelling, but for some dumb fuck reason have a completely different pronunciation. Like live in live or read in red. You mean words like that? Oh, well, no. I read yours. Talk to Rick.
I didn't have a chance to eat very much. Everybody ate so fast.
Peanut Butter Gamer said that she is basically like a child. And I never used to think that, but now that, like, he put that in my head. Now every time I play this, I'm like, she does actually behave like a child. It covered the smell of the fish, which was good, but it was maybe a little too much. I think we're good. I think we talked to everybody now. Alright, let's get out of here. I actually still have stuff on the farm I gotta do. Cool, that was fun. Let's get back to work. I'm actually not going to put the animals out because they got to go back inside anyway because it's going to rain tomorrow. Ow, my back. I was puppeting Cooper today. Whenever I do that, I always like end up with a back injury. Put my body through a lot for you people. I hope you appreciate it. I did not tend to any of these animals. I'm going to go to the cow first because I left the poor cow all day yesterday. Didn't talk to it. Didn't brush it. Oh, it's a full-grown cow now. What better than the went better than the FEMA festival? Look, I got a full-grown cow now. There, Mulina. You look happy today. This reminds me of the time Cooper and I stole a cow from the Harvest Moon guy. That was fun. Except not. Because I got smacked in the face with a sickle. There, hooves. Didn't know you left, Jamie. Do we water these? Those don't look watered. Those don't look very watered. Holy cow. I think all the plants are watered now. Okay, let's tend to chickens. Yeah, I think we're going to get... Well, I have to buy a milker now. Because I have a full-grown cow, so I got to milk it. So, that is definitely on the list of things we got to buy. But then, you know what? I think it might be time to upgrade and get a sheep. Yeah, I think we'll do the sheep first. Uh-oh. Guess we gotta buy some chicken feed tomorrow, too. Okay. Also gotta do that, apparently. I'm sitting all kinds of funny. By the way, I don't know if you saw this shirt. Life finds a way. It's the duck version of Jeff Goldblum. That's on the Gameplay Fowl merch store. Pick up yours today. Oh, by the way, before I forget, if you could all just do the thing, do the thing with the thumbs up and the thing. If you could do that thing, that'd be great. Please do the thing. And I'm not going to talk about it anymore because I don't like that. But do the thing. Do that thing. Interesting how that cow has milk without a calf. Yeah, the like science, the biology of Harvest Moon never really makes a lot of sense, but you don't have to impregnate a cow for it to produce milk. It just produces milk all the time. Oh wait, maybe in one of them you do, actually. I think it might be A Wonderful Life. I don't think it's this one. There is one where, like, the cow will only produce milk while it's pregnant or, like, so many days after it's given birth. But I don't think it's this one. Most of the other Harvest Moon games, the cows just produce milk all the time. But now that you say that, there is one where it is like that. I think it might be A Wonderful Life. Because that was the one that was like trying to be the most realistic. God, I love the sound effects in this game. I want to play more Harvest Moon games. The 15th. Gotta remember, the 15th is Karen's birthday. Gotta get her something good. I just realized I didn't even check the weather. I gotta go back inside real quick to check the weather. Okay, sunny tomorrow. Alright, cool. I might hire some harvest sprites to just come take care of the watering for me. Oh, look at all them eggplants! I'd gladly work with cattle if I didn't have to do all the nasty things, like having to pull a cat. Yeah, that kind of stuff. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. Not interested in that. I want to give Karen an eggplant. You think she likes eggplants? Yeah, there's a lot. It's definitely harvest time, Rico. Look at all those eggplants. You know what? I'm just gonna... We're emptying it all out. Here we go. We're gonna get... Ooh, I almost threw that. Get it out of here. How much do the eggplants sell for? I feel like I'm gonna make a lot of money today. Eventually, I'm going to have to start hiring harvest sprites to actually harvest for me. Alright, there we go. Alright, we're doing okay. I have no idea how Karen feels about eggplants. I just want to see her reaction if I give her one. Oh, if possible, can you please send me some basic advice how to do live streaming via email? I could do, if you want me to email it to you, I was going to, yeah, if you just link your email, I'll email you. Yeah, do that. Do that. I think you can do it in the chat. It might block it. So try it and see what happens, and then if it doesn't, there's a whole process. I accidentally just did not mean to do that. I accidentally just threw out all my eggplants. I just wanted to give one to Karen just because I wanted to see her reaction, but it was a stupid joke anyway, so I don't really care. Oh, I gotta get chicken feed. Cannot forget that. First thing I'll tell you if you want to stream is you got to get OBS. That's O-B-S. Yeah, that fence is all messed up. There was an egg. I couldn't pick up the egg, so the fence got all messed up. Yeah, you need OBS. It's the first thing you're going to need. It's like a broadcast software. And then you need... Ooh, look at this. It's all destroyed. I don't care. I don't care. I'm not dealing with that fence right now. B as in boy. O-B-S. I think the B actually stands for broadcast. But yes, first you need that. And you use that to stream through. Because that way you can run the game. Because what it does is it allows you to like multitask. So you can put yourself on camera as well as the game. All of it will stream through that. There's all kinds of cool stuff up here on the mountain that I could potentially be getting, but I don't want to. Because then my bag's going to be full of crap. But, oh, I want to talk to Gots. Let's talk to this guy real quick. Get out of my way, man. I don't want to talk to you. No! Why are you closed, jerk? We'll rejoin in a couple minutes. It's Friday morning here. Well, happy Friday. And then tomorrow, tomorrow when you're streaming, it'll be Saturday for you. But yeah, thank you. If you don't return before the end of tonight's stream, we will be back tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern.
I like everyone except car.
Let's buy some chicken feed. How many do you want? I'm gonna do 20. And then let's go buy a sheep. Let's just do it. Let's just get a sheep. Here, have this. I'm trying to be nice to other people in town. It's like giving out gifts. Let's go give. Let's actually buy this sheep first.
Well, if it isn't the guy from the duck farm, is there something you need?
Yep, I'm gonna take a sheep. You know what we're gonna name the sheep? Babs. We named her Babs. Yup. You want to buy anything else? Press X to Sean. I always name the like cows and sheep puns like that. Like all of the cows will have different like moo names, and all of the sheep will have different ba names. Oh wait, I need fodder. I need fodder. Forgot about that. Ooh, I might not. Wait, how much is that? Yeah, I have enough. I can still go. I gotta buy a milker.
Oh, I'm so bored.
How you doing, Hannah? Right, let's go buy that milker. Before season 3, I need to buy a new couch or futon for this friggin' game room. Because this thing is actually super uncomfortable to sit on.
Well, if it isn't Cooper from the duck farm, what can I do for you today?
I'm gonna buy a tool. A milker.
Thank you for your purchase.
And I'm broke again. Nope, that'll do it. I'll just be poor again, thank you. I had money once, and those were good times. I wish I lived in this town. This just looks like such a happy, peaceful little town. Got you this. Well, thank you. I like this very much. Oh, I have a headache. It just hit me. Hey, I wasn't done talking to you. Being poor is part of a local farmer's journey. Isn't that true? Although, if you're under the age of 50, being poor is part of all of our journeys. If I stay at home too long up in the mountain, everybody will forget about me and I'll lose work. You'll notice I very rarely actually read out loud what she says, because that character talks way too much, so I often just kind of disregard what she's actually saying. This bad weather gives me the blues. Oh, it's not an alien face. She looks like a fish. That's what it... Like, when she's sideways like that, she's got a fish face. Yeah, you are a bit of a pushover. Let's go milk our cow now. Ooh, got a headache. Oh, I just realized what time it was. Where did the time go? Alright, you guys want to milk a cow? Let's milk a cow. Oops, I passed it. We got milk! Oh, do I already need clippers for my sheep? Already? No, that can't be. There, Babs. You look happy today. Maybe she's not even human. Vine boom sound effect. Alright, I think I almost forgot about both of my mammals today. Let's make sure we give all the chickens their chicken feed. D-Media, did you say you've been playing the Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town? Well, I know you did say that, but has it got you addicted? Because I know I lost I lost several months of my life to that game. Heck yeah, I've been playing on my Switch. Yeah, the same with me. That's like what really trapped me too, is the fact that it was on the Switch. So like this, like I can only play it if I'm like sitting down and playing it on a console, unless I play the PSP version. But when I was playing Friends of Mineral Town on the Switch, it was like I can just play this anywhere, any time of day. I can just constantly be playing. I'd be in bed at night, like I just gotta do another day, and then I swear I'll go to sleep. And then like 5 o'clock in the morning would roll around and I'm still playing Friends of Mineral Town. That game is so good. Yeah, I do the same thing knowing I need to be sleep. Yeah, and what happens to me, and I'm sure it's the same with you, is that I'll like justify like no, it's just one more day. It's one more day and then I'll go to sleep right after. But then all of a sudden it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. You're like, that one day, I didn't know that day was going to take so long. Except it was actually like a few days. And that's why I only have portables. I can play my games anywhere at any time. I love playing on like handhelds, but I do like the experience of like sitting on the couch and like playing a game. And I do like that that will stop me from just playing all night long. But I feel you. I do like having that ability to just like go anywhere. In the Vita, like I can play PS5 games on the Vita because I can just remote play with it. So it kind of sucks, honestly, because it doesn't have the triggers. You have to use the stupid touchpad in the back. So it's not quite the same, but whenever I get like a really good PS5 game that I don't want to stop playing, I'll just continue playing it on Vita. But all the Story of Seasons games, I get all of them on Switch. Like, there are PS4 versions of a lot of those Story of Seasons games now, but like, why would I play it on there? I want to play it on the Switch so that I can just play it all the time, anywhere I am. Wait, it's compatible? Yeah. Yes, you can remote play with the PS5 on the Vita. Fuck you doing? Bring the handhelds back. Yeah, when I first turned on my PS5, one of the apps that popped up was like it recognized that I had a Vita in the house, and it was like, "Do you want to sync your Vita for remote play?" I was like, "Yes, I do. Yes, please and thank you." I honestly haven't done it in a while. But I remember playing Last of Us 2 remote play on Vita. Damn, it's gonna rain again tomorrow. Yeah, I wish Sony would do another handheld. I really like the Sony handhelds. I love the PSP. I love the Vita. But the Vita just really did not sell well, and that's mostly Sony's fault. They did not market it well. They did not, like... I don't think they knew what the hell they were doing when they were trying to, like, sell the Vita. So when they discontinued it, they also announced that they're just not going to do handhelds anymore. And I'm like, that's such a mistake, because Sony handhelds are actually really good. But I travel a lot, so I always have my Switch with me. But I just picked up the mini PS1 with the screen attachment. So that's getting added to the travel bag. Yeah, I have the mini PS1. And I used to have this is my second one. I used to have one with the screen like you're talking about. And I used to do that all the time. Where I would just take out my little mini PS1 and just like play that. The Vita was the Switch before the Switch. Yeah. Because I had the Vita and the PlayStation TV. So it was like a Switch for me. Because I could play it handheld or I could play it on the TV. The PSP was like that for me too, because I had the cables to hook it into the TV. So Sony was doing that whole like portable and console thing before the Switch came around. Admittedly, the Switch is more convenient about it, but in all honesty, Sony was doing that first. Although Sega, I guess, did it before that with the Nomad. But you had to buy a whole other console for that? It's super small, and I can put 30 plus games in my CD carrier. So I'll be heavy gaming on the PS1. Do you still have one of the old CD books that we all used to have back in the day? You one of those? You got the CD book, you pull it out, you got your PS1 games in it? because I was that kid. I had that. I take out my big CD book and it's just got PS1 and Dreamcast games in it. Yeah, I grabbed it from the retro game store I got the console from. I still have an old CD book, but it's like it like fell apart. So the actual like outer like vinyl case piece is gone. It's just like the innards. It's like the binder, like 3-ring attachment, and then like the sleeves. But I still got it, and I still use it occasionally when I like travel. I'll just throw that in a bag, and that's got some like CDs in it. From the retro game, so that's great. DJ Dano, who plays Saul O'Leary, he's one of those guys who like he'll always pull out the old CD book, and it'll be full of like classic hip hop albums. He's just always got them ready to go. I wanted to I'll give one of these to the Harvest Goddess. Uh-oh, one of my chickens is mad at me. Too much to do on this farm now. I knew that was gonna happen. I could feel it. I also find it funny that like people who are like just now getting into retro gaming are discovering that you could literally just burn a Dreamcast game and the Dreamcast would play it. Like, yeah, that is how most of us played Dreamcast games back in the day. You could just burn it. The internet was a new thing. You could just go and like find like ROMs for Dreamcast games, and you'd spend the day downloading it, and then you burn it to a CD, and then you could play it on your Dreamcast. But it would break the laser. If you did that too much, it would actually like mess up the laser. But I used to have a book that had PS1 and burnt Dreamcast games in it. And a buddy of mine had a hacked original Xbox, and that could it could play every console that came out prior to the Xbox. So he had this hacked Xbox that had like you could play PS2 games on it, GameCube games on it, Dreamcast games on it, but also like PS1, Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis, Sega CD, like any ROMs that you could get, you would play it on that. Man, my Dreamcast collection is stellar. It's small but mighty. Got 46 games on it. My Dreamcast collection is I think the smallest of any of my collections. Because Dreamcast was one of those consoles where like it didn't have a lot of games, but it did have like a handful of like really good games. I have the massive temptation to hack my 2DS in the future, The PSP could be hacked like that too, where the PSP could actually be like a really solid emulating system. I was in between. Like I only, what do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have 7 Dreamcast games, but the 7 I have are really solid. Oh wait, I have more than 7. 8, 9. I have 9. I have 9. I forgot about the double disc ones. They're in a different section. And there, Molina, you look happy today. Gonna milk Molina. Let's see if I can get this to finally work. Does that work? You're gonna go outside now? No? My original Xbox is an emulation beast. The only rating even only an Xbox was for this purpose. Aside from that, I don't own a single Xbox game or console. I like the original Xbox, and I like the Xbox 360, but beyond that, I never had a desire to ever buy the Xbox One, so I never did, and currently I have no desire to buy the Series X, but I actually own several original Xboxes. Because there was this period in time when, like, I would go into Goodwill, and every time I went there, they'd have an original Xbox for like $20. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna buy this one too, and I'm just gonna keep buying them. So I actually have a few of them, but I want to like mod them so that I can have an emulation beast of an Xbox as well. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Yeah, I don't think that's how that thing works. I don't remember how the bell works in this game. Yeah, I was never like super into Xbox. I liked it, but it was mostly because it had some exclusive that I just really wanted to play, like Fable. In fact, like when the Xbox One first came out, I said that the only thing that would get me to buy it is if they made a new Fable. And they didn't on that console, so I never bought it. But I actually did a TikTok recently where I explained why, for like the first half of that console generation, I was actually like really big into the Xbox 360, and it was actually because it had a lot of really solid JRPGs as exclusives on the 360. I actually like showed them all in the video. It was Blue Dragon. I'm trying to see what they were. It was Blue Dragon, Infinite Undiscovery, Fable 2 was another one, and then Lost Odyssey. Like, and Last Remnant was another one where it was like, yes, please. And I didn't even put this in there, but also Tales of Vesperia. Like, I had to buy a 360 because it had a lot of really solid games on it. But then Sony stepped it up around like 2009. So then like PlayStation 3 quickly became the console I preferred. But for the first half of that generation, like 360 was killing it. Xbox isn't that interesting to me. when it was out, I didn't really have a lot of interest in the original Xbox. I've grown to love it now that I have it and I have a whole collection for it. I've grown to love it, but when it was like the new console, I wasn't, because most of the games were just like multi-platform games, so I was like, whatever, I'll just play PS2. They don't have any of the JRPGs and fighting games I like on that console. They don't anymore. They did it, like, at first there were a lot of really good ones. Like Lost Odyssey alone was enough for me to get a 360. I loved that game. And Blue Dragon was really cool too. It gets really weird and the story doesn't like hold up great. Lost Odyssey is great all the way. Like Lost Odyssey to me is the true Final Fantasy 13. Like Final Fantasy 13 sucked. But it's because Lost Odyssey was the real Final Fantasy 13. And it was exclusive to 360. How long does it take this friggin' horse to just be an adult already? But now that I collect, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll get multiplats on the Xbox because they usually look and play better because the Xbox was more powerful than the PS2. And they're oftentimes a lot cheaper too. So I basically use the Xbox as like my multiplat console. Yeah, but the only Tales game that they got was Tales of Vesperia. No King of Fighters or Guilty Gear. I can name a bunch more. Yeah, I mean, it came out strong, is what I'm getting at. Like the 360, like in the first few years, like it had a really strong presence, but eventually, like Sony just stepped it up, and then Sony ended up getting all the better, like Tales games, way better JRPGs. In the long run, and like I'm more into the story-driven games, and Sony kills it with those, and Xbox can't even touch them with that. So now Xbox is like irrelevant to me. They haven't come out with anything in the last like 2 console generations that I've even had the remotest of interest in. And when they occasionally do have a game that I'm like, oh, that's interesting, it will also come out on PC. Oops. Dragon Quest. Yep. Although Dragon Quest 11, I play more on the Switch. But when it first came out, like when Dragon Quest 11 first came out, I got it on the PS4. But I prefer the Switch version. Oh, I'm gonna accidentally water the sheep. I know it. Dragon Quest 8 on PS2 is awesome. Oh yeah. The original Xbox, like, they had no JRPGs. It was the only time Xbox ever had any presence of JRPGs was the 360, and that was it. It was the only time, because they made a concerted effort to try to appeal to the Japanese audience, but they just couldn't keep up with Sony. So it like had a handful on 360, and then that was it. Dragon Quest 8 is still my favorite of the Dragon Quest series. 11 comes close, but 8's the best. Although again, the DS or the 3DS version of that might actually be my preferred version. Nintendo has this way of being like, oh, you know that like JRPG you really like on PlayStation? Well, here it is on one of our handhelds. Now you love it more on this. Alright, let's go get Karen something. In terms of like the original Xbox's exclusives, I was trying to think if they had an exclusive on the original Xbox that made that console like worth it for me, and it's just Fable. That's just Fable. I don't think there's a single other exclusive title. I'm looking at my collection right now and seeing. Oh, the 2 Knights of the Old Republic games. Those were both really good. They made that console worth it. Not like Fable though. Fable was like the reason for me to get the original Xbox. Right, they have a new Fable coming out too, so maybe that. If it comes out on PC, I'll tell you right now, it's not gonna. I'll just get it on PC. It's not enough incentive for me to buy an Xbox. I have a gaming PC that I like basically never use. You want that?
This kind of thing is helpful, thanks.
I gotta give these guys some presents. I don't often talk to them. I watched my brother play Fable. It was a good game. Yeah, Fable's good. I remember it like overhyped itself back in the day. Like they way oversold what it was capable of doing, but it was still like a really good story. It's really funny. It's got really dark humor. Gameplay is really good. Fable is like the one game that kept me coming back to Xbox, and then Lionhead Studios went out of business. So I was like, okay, I don't really have a reason to play Xbox anymore. Fable is also a game that I plan on playing on stream, because we're gonna have an episode of Gameplay Fowl for Fable. The game's just too funny for Cooper and I not to play it together. Oh, speaking of that, the original Xbox also had the remake of Conker's Bad Fur Day. That was actually really good. Those graphics still hold up. I think it's a little late. I don't know if I'll be able to get in there. Nah. But just give it a little bit, and I can see Karen over here. Maybe I'll just wait. Getting tired. I'll just wait for Karen right here. Come on now. But what's funny is the question I was responding to on TikTok when I was explaining like why I played so much 360 back in the day. The question I was actually responding to is like, out of that console generation, which console did you play more? The 360, the PS3, or the Wii? And I like broke down how like for the first couple of years of the 360's lifespan, I played a ton of that because of the exclusives it had. But then I spent way more time playing the PS3 after, and I was like, I didn't actually play a lot of Wii games, but because it had Harvest Moon, Tree of Tranquility, and Harvest Moon, Animal Parade, and Rune Factory Frontier, I definitely spent more hours on the Wii than any of those other consoles because of those 3 games. And I also played that one at my bro's place. That was Conquer Live and Reloaded. Yeah, Conquer Live and Reloaded. That one's... because you could play it on Xbox Live. So that one was also really good. But yeah, the Wii ended up being the console I spent the most hours playing, mostly because of Harvest Moon games. Because I played so much Animal Parade and so much Tree of Tranquility, and actually a ton of Rune Factory Frontier. So everything comes back to these Harvest Moon games in the end. Whichever console gets the Story of Seasons games, that's going to be the console that I spend the most hours playing in that generation. That's why I play so much friggin' Switch, because it's got all these great Story of Seasons games. I spent a lot of time on the Wii and PS3, but definitely more time on the Wii. Yeah, well, if I'm being honest too, like I spent a lot of time on the Wii Virtual Console, so like the Wii definitely got a lot of play time out of me. I just never really got into the like motion controls. I hated that, and I tried to like it. Some games I didn't mind it. Like a lot of people hated Skyward Sword because of it, but I actually thought Skyward Sword was one of the better ones to use the motion controls, because it wasn't just like you didn't just do this. Like they actually like incorporated full movements into it, so it made it feel like you're actually doing motion control. In Animal Parade and Tree of Tranquility, they basically didn't use the stupid waggle feature. I think you did in like some of the mini games, like the races. You had to like shake it to make the animal run faster. I think that was about it. God, I want to play that game now. Wii is a console that I think I've collected every game I want for it. Every time I'm out at a retro gaming store and I'm looking for, like, I'll go through each console section and like try to find stuff that I want, and Wii is the one console where I'm like, I never see anything anymore that I'm like, oh, I gotta have that. I'm pretty sure my Wii collection is complete. I'm fairly certain I now own every game I want to own for the Wii. Oh no, there is one. There is one. Obscure. That one I don't own yet. I do want that one. I have that experience with the 3DS. I prefer the Vita, of course, but because of the 3DS had more games that I wanted, I played that more. Also, I spent a lot of time shiny hunting in Pokemon. Yeah, that'll eat up some hours. Oh, and I spent a lot of time on the Virtual Console and 2DS. Yep. Like the Virtual Console on my 3DS alone makes me spend a lot of time on that one. It sucks that the Switch doesn't have that. It doesn't. They're not going to do a Virtual Console like they used to. You just have to pay for Switch Online, and you get some of their like older games. Bro, the last story on the Wii was just wonderful. I hope we get a follow. That was made by Mistwalker that also did Lost Odyssey. And that's why that game was so good. But Last Story and Lost Odyssey are very, very similar games. But Last Story, I have the collector's edition of Last Story. I fucking loved that game. The Wii actually had that not trilogy. They're not connected, but those there were those 3 JRPGs that came out on the Switch that initially did not come out in North America. It was Last Story. What is it? Pandora's Tower? Yeah, Pandora's Tower and Xenoblade Chronicles. And I remember it was like 2010 when there was a petition going around to get them localized in North America, and I signed that damn petition, and I got all 3 of those games. And I love all 3 of them. Hot take, I don't like the concept of Switch Online. Yeah, I'm not really. I just wish they would just do a virtual console. Like, just do that again. That's what I want. I want a virtual console so I can go, like, every week you release different classic games, and I'll go and I'll buy which ones I want. I don't want to pay for a service with a bunch of games that I may not ever play. It's the same thing that Sony's doing with its, like, PlayStation Plus Premium. Like, I just want like those, like, classic PS1 games. I have the collector's edition too. I had no idea it was so expensive now. I will never sell that. Because I got it because I signed that petition, and when they finally released it, I immediately pre-ordered the collector's edition. And I've never even looked to see how much it goes for now. I bet it's really expensive. Oof. Ooh. Yeah, I bet that's expensive. Game was so good. Ugh. Wait, what did he say? Anne is very what? Anne looks like my sister. She has the exact same smile. That's really weird, man. But that's what I mean about the Switch, or no, the Wii, is it had, like, don't get me wrong when I say, like, there weren't a lot of games on the Wii that I played. There were, like, a handful of really solid, like, 10 out of 10 games on the Wii. It just didn't have a lot. A lot of it was, like, shovelware. But the ones that were good were fucking phenomenal. Like Last Story and Pandora's Tower and Xenoblade Chronicles. And the 2 Harvest Moons on there were some of the best in the series. Did I talk to you? I think I talked to you. The Wii also had No More Heroes 1 and 2. Both of those games are excellent. Now you got me looking here. You know what? Like, I know that a lot of people were disappointed by it, but I actually really liked Epic Mickey. Oh, and the Wii version of Okami, I still think that's the best version of that game. Like, I did play it originally on the PS2 and fell in love with it on the PS2, but I think the way they did it for the Wii was like the definitive version. And that's even like comparing it to the HD remasters. I think the Wii version still holds up as the best because they actually made use of the Wii remote for the paintbrush. Got all the Harvest Moon games on the GameCube too. Yeah, me too. I want to do on Instagram like a picture of Cooper with all of my Harvest Moon games because I own just about all of them. The only ones I don't own are the ones that were on the DS, and that's because I thought they were just gimmicky. Alright, I officially don't know how the damn bell works. Do I? I think I own every console Harvest Moon. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I own every console Harvest Moon. I don't own every... There are some handheld Harvest Moons that I don't own. But I have all the ones on the GameCube. I have A Wonderful Life, Another Wonderful Life, and Magic Melody. Because I worked at GameStop back in the day, and I worked there... I didn't work there when A Wonderful Life came out. But I did work there for Another Wonderful Life in Magical Melody. So I pre-ordered both of those when I was working at GameStop. And I got the plushes that came with them. Oh, you stupid horse. Oh, come on. It's midnight. No, don't go. Oh, GameStop. I remember when they were still in Puerto Rico. Oh, you don't have GameStops anymore? I actually worked at EB Games. And technically, I never stopped working at EB Games. Or rather, my EB Games never turned into a GameStop, is what I mean to say. GameStop bought them out, but they never actually switched mine over. That store stayed open as an EB Games for a few years after the switch. And then eventually it just closed, but I was gone by then. Really? I think GameStop is going to be closing nationwide real soon. There was just an announcement that they made recently where they said that they were going to be laying off a ton of people and like scaling back the number of stores they have. So they've been doing that like more and more every year, and I think we're getting to the point where GameStop's going to be gone real soon, and I will dread that day because the existence of GameStop prevents some game prices from exploding out of control, because GameStop still has like fair prices on a lot of their like retro games. They're not like ridiculously expensive, so that kind of forces like the smaller game stores to have to like compete with GameStop prices, even though like GameStop doesn't often have those games in stock. Just knowing that you can get them cheaper at GameStop is like enough to like have some sort of control on the market. But once GameStop is gone, the video game prices are truly just going to be the Wild West. I want to like load up on like PS3, 360, and PS4 games before GameStop closes, because once they close, those game prices are going to just explode. Not really concerned about Xbox One. I think that is one console I will never own. I have yet to find a reason that I would ever buy an Xbox One. I know it's really close to 11. We're gonna do one more day and then I'll end the stream. I just really wanted to get through as much of this week as possible. How much money do we have? Oh, look at that. Yeah, GameStop isn't the only big retailer left. Oh, do you have Game Exchange down there? We do not. Up here in New England, there is no Game Exchange. There is none. So I often forget they even exist. Because we don't have a Game Exchange anywhere. I don't even think Boston does. Trying to think if there's anywhere at all in the New England area. It's mostly just GameStop. There used to be. We used to have Game Exchange. Not a lot of them, but we had a handful, but they're gone now. But GameStop is like, oh no, I left the chicken. Oh no, the chickens. I left my chickens out. Oh my god. Those chickens are going to be so mad at me. You only have small game stores in Puerto Rico. Oh my god, I left the poor chickens out. Hopefully they're not. I don't think they're. Game Exchange is also working to expand. There are 32 stores now. So what's funny is we have a store called Game Exchange, but it's not part of that chain. There was actually like legal trouble when the Game Exchange you're talking about came into the area, because there's a store in Plastow, New Hampshire called Game Exchange, like spelled out EX change. And they've been around forever. So when Game Exchange, just with the X, came around, there was like a legal issue because the brand names were too similar. And because that Game Exchange that we have is like a staple, like everybody in the like retro gaming scene knows of that place around here, it created like confusion in the market. And I wonder if that's like part of the reason why there are no Game Exchanges anywhere around here. But I've been to Game Exchanges plenty of times. I went to one in Seattle when I was visiting out there. Texas. Trying to think if I went to one when I was in Louisiana or if I just went to GameStop. That was a long time ago. I don't know. But it would be nice if we had something else. But I'm worried that... Well, Game Exchange is better. Because Game Exchange actually caters to a retro gaming market. Like GameStop, that's not their model. So the reason they're going to go out of business is because they can't compete with digital storefronts. Like GameStop has... The biggest mistake GameStop ever made was discontinuing the sales of its older consoles and older console games. That was where they shot themselves in the foot, because if they had kept doing that, then that would have given them a piece of the market that all of these digital storefronts can't compete with, and Amazon can't compete with. Because you can't go on Amazon and buy retro games. Nobody's doing that. If GameStop had kept doing that, they wouldn't be at risk of going out of business. And Game Exchange could stick around for that reason. I remember when Sears and Kmart's game selections died long before he died as a whole. You know what? I completely forgot about the Sears game section until you just said that. But back in the day, I bought quite a few games and consoles from Sears. I forgot all about that, but I did do that. Toys R Us too. I used to get a lot of games from Toys R Us. I miss that shit. One thing that was the secret, that if you were a true gamer, you knew this, that if you wanted a new console when it came out, you went to Toys R Us. Because most people didn't think to go to Toys R Us for new consoles. So you go to Toys R Us, and that's where you'd be most likely to get the new console. So the midnight release for any of those new consoles when they were coming out, I would always go to Toys R Us. That's how I got... No, I got the Wii when I worked at GameStop. Oh no, it was my buddy Jeff. That's how we got his Wii. That's right. That's how we did it. I was I'm pretty sure I went to Toys R Us for the Wii. My buddy. It's for his. I worked at GameStop, so I just held myself a Wii. Even though there was a strict company policy that we weren't allowed to do that, I didn't give a shit. I did it anyway. Toys R Us. My nearest Macy's is bringing something related to Toys R Us though. I had a dream recently that some other retail department store opened a Toys R Us inside of it. So Toys R Us came back as a retail store, but it was inside of another bigger store, like a Macy's or something. And KB Toys R Us. KB Toys. KB Toys is where I got a ton of old games. Back in the day, I used to go to KB Toys all the goddamn time. Because I would go to the mall a lot when I was a kid, teenager. And there was a KB Toys at the mall, and that's where I used to get most of my games. That and Funko Land. Miss Funko Land. If GameStop had just stayed Funko Land forever and just kept selling all of their old games, we would never be at risk of ever losing Funko Land. Not too long ago. It was when I was in my old apartment. I was organizing my game room, and I found one of the Funko Land disc sleeves. And I lost it in the process of the move, but I found it not too long. It was probably like 4 or 5 years ago. I found it, and I had the sleeve that, like, when a game would be put like in the drawers, when it, like, you put the case up on the shelf, but you put the game inside of a sleeve and you put it in a drawer. And Funcoland used to have these sleeves that had the logo on it, said Funcoland around it. I had one of those, and I actually got it from when I worked at GameStop, because they had a bunch of those still in stock, and we still used them a lot. So I, like, took one, and I had it for a long time, but I lost it in the process of moving here. This is where we got everything from. I hated when GameStop. Yeah, I hated that. I hated GameStop for a long time because of that. I loved Funcoland. That was like, when I was like really getting into becoming a gamer, I spent so much time going into Funcoland and just shopping around and like talking to the people who worked there, learning about games, like buying tons of old games in the like dump bins that were under $5. And they had everything too. It wasn't just like the newer consoles. Like, you could go into a dump bin that had a bunch of like Super Nintendo and like NES games. And when GameStop came in, all of that changed. They did away with like the older consoles. They only had, because at that time it was like the GameCube, the PS2, and the Xbox were like the current consoles. So they would only go as far back as PS1 and N64. So they got rid of all the Super Nintendo, all the Sega Genesis, all the Sega CD, all that stuff. They just got rid of it. I was so mad. And I resented GameStop for so long after that. But, you know, it's kismet. Because now they're going to go out of business because they made that stupid decision to get rid of all that stuff. Man, I miss Funcoland. If there was like any like aspect of my childhood that I could bring back, like one store that we could just bring back and have in its entirety, it would be Funcoland. Like, even more so than Blockbuster, I would rather bring back Funcoland. I didn't like about GameStop when I started obsessing over retro games. I was upset that GameStop didn't have anything retro. No, and I worked there, like I said, during the time when they were buying out EB Games. And I remember GameStop like sending down these like really strict orders that you had to like box up and ship back all of the older console games. And all of us who worked there at the time were like, this is really stupid. Like, people still buy these. Why would you do that? And I specifically remember, I'm so mad about this. I specifically remember we had a bin full of Dreamcasts. They were all selling for $15. We had a bunch of shrink-wrapped Dreamcasts for $15. And we had to box them all up and ship them back to GameStop corporate in Texas. I was so mad about that. I, of course, bought mine. It was like, yeah, I'm getting one of these. I'm not going to miss out on this opportunity. But I'm like, there's, like, I still harbor so much resentment for having to do that. I was so mad. Yeah, it's fucking criminal. Like, especially now, looking at how much Dreamcasts sell for. We had a bin full of them, and they were all labeled $15. That's the worst business decision ever. I know. And I remember this one will really get you sold. Because we were still selling these at the time. We weren't shipping them back yet. But I remember working there when the Game Boy Advance SPs, when we were selling those for like $10. We had like a bunch of those too. Because the DS Lite had just come out. So we had a bunch of SPs that were like $10. My copy of Little Samson has a Funko Land receipt in the box. We paid $34. That's what I mean. Like, you keep that receipt, because that's bragging rights right there. Like, Little Samson sells for 10 times that much now. Maybe even 1,000 times, or 100 times that much, rather. 100 times that much. Little Samson is ridiculously expensive right now. But I do remember seeing it at Funko Land, and you could get it for about that. And I thought it was a really expensive game at the time, because it was like $30 or $40 for an NES game. And I was like, that's ridiculous. I would never pay that. Yeah, now it's like $3,000 for that game. I get so mad about it. Because it's like, we didn't know at the time. Like, we didn't know back then that eventually these games would be thousands of dollars, and you should buy it right now when it's cheap. I'm helping my mother today. I'm thankful that I did get a bunch of GameCube games back when I worked at GameStop, because those are like crazy expensive now. My mother always buys so many things. A buddy of mine, who I've been friends with forever, he brags about how he got a copy of Snatcher on Sega CD at Funko Land back in the day for like, I think he said like $15. And I remember him getting it back in the day too. And like, I didn't really think much of it at the time, but now, like, looking back, like, oh man, that was such a good catch that he got that. And Panzer Dragoon Saga was another one where it was like, it came out like right at the end of the Sega Saturn's lifespan, and it didn't really sell all that well. And then like Funko Land was just like marking them down, and he had one of those too. Like, fuck, man. Like, I wish I had the foresight back then to know to buy that stuff. Instead, I have like even worse memories, because I like sold really stuff that I really, really regret selling. Like, I had Ribbit King on GameCube, but there was a time when I was really stupid and I sold my entire collection to GameStop and got like next to nothing for it. And like Ribbit King was one of the games that I sold, and Chibi Robo was another one. I am so mad that I sold those. But I didn't sell everything. So like, I still have some of my games from like back in the day. I didn't sell everything, but I sold stuff that I thought I wasn't going to miss. How wrong I was. And that, children, is the reason why I do not sell video games anymore. I won't trade them in. I won't sell them. Any game I own that shit forever. I will never, ever. There's nothing that could get me to sell them at this point. I would die before I would sell any of those video games now. Because I sold Ribbit King and Chibi Robo, and now those games are hundreds of dollars. Thankfully, I still have Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door and Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes. I was just that kid that purchased a lot of games but never traded anything in. I am that kid now. I am that now. and I have been for a while. But when I worked at GameStop, like working there, like, convinced me that it was a good idea to trade games in, because I was so, like, used to, like, convincing other people to trade stuff in, that I convinced myself that it was a good idea to trade games in. And I never really did it before that or again after that. I've had friends tell me to sell my Vita. I'd rather step on a Lego than sell my Vita. Never. Do not sell your Vita. It will be the greatest regret of your life if you sell that Vita. That's why I have so many expensive titles, because I kept everything. Yeah, I would have so many more if I didn't sell my games back when I did. Kick myself every day for that. A lot of it was, like, I did rebuy a lot of stuff, so I'm not as upset, but I do think about, like, what games I could have bought instead if I wasn't rebuying a bunch of games that I previously owned. But what kills me is games that I, like, held off on rebuying, because I'm like, I'll just buy that later. It's not my top priority. And then all of a sudden, those games become ridiculously expensive. I'm like, well, that was stupid of me. Should have bought that one when I had the chance. Again, Chibi Robo and fucking Ribbit King. Another one that I'm, like, really regretting now is Mega Man X Command Mission. Because I actually liked that game. I don't know why the fuck I sold it. I actually really enjoyed it. The GameCube version of that game has been expensive for a while. But now, like, I was just going to buy the PS2 version and just call it a day. But now even that one's expensive. Like, I just can't win.
Finally Monday and it's raining.
I get really jealous. Because, like, the thing that bothers me is when I wasn't working at GameStop, I was that kind of person who just did not sell video games. Because I'm a hoarder. I'm a collector. I'm like, I love these things. I don't want to get rid of them. But that period in time when I worked there, I was stupid, and I sold games that I would not have otherwise. If I wasn't working there, I never would have sold those games. Oh my goodness, I was like, what did I sell them for? D-Media, this is going to make you even more upset. I sold them to get a 360. That's right, I sold them to get a 360 with Lost Odyssey. That's what it was. I sold all these other classic games to get an Xbox 360 with Lost Odyssey. Yep, now I hate the 360. God damn it. I did get Blue Dragon for free, though. It wasn't free. Microsoft has, like, a partner website when you work for a retailer that sells Microsoft games. You have access to their partner website, so you can get like a lot of their exclusive titles at discounted prices. So I got Blue Dragon for, like, next to nothing because I got it from that partner site. But yeah, I sold like most of my collection and only had enough money to buy a used Xbox 360 with a copy of Lost Odyssey. Great. Lost Odyssey is like $20. God damn it, that was stupid. Nah, forget that. Sitting in a shelf crap. Everything gets played around here. Yeah, yes. Yes. I play it all. I don't do that. Like just put it up on a shelf thing. Like I play all of my games. That said, there is one exception that was an accident that is now a game that I own that is actually worth a lot of money because of the fact that I never opened it. And I didn't choose to do this, but I'm going to show this because this is actually like kind of a big deal. So hold on, let me grab this. I've got Axiom Verge on the Wii U. It was the last game published for the Wii U by Limited Run Games. They had they had collected the funds to be able to do this, and then it got delayed and like came out like way later. But I got it with the intention of like actually playing it on the Wii U, but then I just got like sidetracked, and then I was homeless, and then I had to move, and I like kind of just forgot I owned this, so I never even took it out of the packaging. But now this is actually worth a lot of money. And I'm like, well, I own it. I have this, and now I don't know if I want to open it because I have Axiom Verge on the Switch, and I can just play it that way. Do I really need to play it on the Wii U? But yeah, that was totally by accident. That's like the only game that I have like that where it's like still in the plastic wrap with no intention of me ever playing it. If only teleportation was possible. I wish you were close to me so I invite you for one of my game nights. Oh, that would be fun. Yes. I haven't had a good game night in a long, long time. I don't really have friends, so I don't really have the ability to do that. Jimmy comes over once in a while, and we'll play games together, but it's not quite the same. I have Axiom Verge on the Switch. Yeah, I have it on the Switch. Me too. So I'm like, I just play it on the Switch. Like, do I really need to open this? The Wii U version? But I'm not that kind of gamer. Like, I buy games with the intention of playing them. The only reason that never got opened is because, like, life got in the way and I just didn't have time to get around to it. Yeah, it's extremely limited. It did come out on the Wii U, but it came out limited run were the ones who published it, and even they like had an extremely limited run of it, like even for them. So there are not a lot of copies of this game in existence. Like that alone makes it like a really valuable game, but on top of that, I never opened the thing. So that makes it even more expensive. But I also don't sell games, so I will own that thing until the day that I die. And whoever inherits it after me, they're going to make a lot of money off of that. Although I'll probably add the stipulation that they are not allowed to sell any of my games. Man, now I want to have a game night. You know what sucks too? I need to like get out more. There is a barcade, like a local barcade. When I say right down the street from me, that doesn't even do it justice. It's like right next door to me. I can walk out my front door and there's a barcade right there. And they have a ton of like great arcades in this place. And I have not been once since I moved in here. I really need to get out more. I need a good game night. I need to go to this damn barcade. If had that ability, I'd teleport to a good arcade place. I remember a Holiday Inn that stayed in, which had Donkey Kong, Mario Bros, and Miss Pac-Man 1. Yeah, I got a barcade like right there, Soul. Right next to me. It's called Electric Avenue. At some point, I do have to, like, go there. Probably be a good place for me to, like, go promote the show. So I, like, really should go there. But I don't do anything anymore. I'm either working on stuff for the classes that I teach, like grading, or doing lesson plans, or I'm working on gameplay Fowl. Like, that is my whole life now. I actually just purchased the TMNT Shredder's Revenge Radical Edition from Limited Run. It costs $200. I think I'm going to get it too. That Limited Run. Because I'm getting... I ended up having 2 classes over the summer, so I have, like, extra money. So I think I am going to get the Shredder's Revenge from Limited Run, that collector's edition you're talking about. I think this weekend is the last time to buy it, so I'm pretty sure I'm going to do that too. I have a lot of stuff from Limited Run. If you watch the episodes of Gameplay Fowl, if you look around the game room, there's a bunch of stuff from Limited Run around here. I buy a lot from them. I love Limited Run. I don't like digital games, so I love that Limited Run, like, provides me the ability to buy digital only games in a physical way. So yeah, that's how I got this really expensive gem here. Axiom Verge on the Wii U. Alright, I think we're gonna have to end it there for the night. This ended up being a really good conversation night. Now I want to go to this friggin' barcade. So I can at least have some semblance of a game night. I used to have game nights too, D-Media. I used to host them at my old apartment. It was nice, but now I don't have any friends, so I don't do that. COVID just ruined all of that. Although the game nights ended before that. It had more to do with me being in grad school and just not having time for that kind of stuff. Alright, I think that's where we gotta end it for the night, though. So, we will end it there. But this was another good vibes. That's a good way to put it, Soul. Good vibes tonight. But we will resume on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. For our normal Friday streams, because we are going to have a Friday stream this week. Jamie, you're coming in right as we're leaving. So that's it for tonight, but we will resume tomorrow night, 8 p.m. to midnight-ish. And then after that, that's when I'm going to start playing a bunch of this off stream. So hopefully we can at least get through the rest of fall tomorrow. And then from there, that's when I'm gonna just start plowing through a bunch of it. But I gotta get to bed. I'm really tired. Plus I gotta eat something before I go to sleep. So thank you all for coming out. If you didn't do the thing, make sure to do the thing, and tell all your friends about Gameplay Fowl so that it continues to grow, because it's kind of halted. But I gotta head off to bed. I will catch you all in the next one. Everybody have a good night, and I will see you all tomorrow. Okay? Alright. Okay. Bye, everybody.